The Metropolitan Police say 365 people have been arrested in Westminster today, where hundreds of Palestine Action supporters gathered to try to persuade the government to lift the ban on the group. Membership of or support for Palestine Action is a criminal offence, punishable by up to 14 years in prison under the Terrorism Act. Meanwhile, Sky News understands that senior leaders in the prison service have met to discuss how to deal with a large number of arrests in the capital earlier today. Gurpreet Narwan has this report.
They knew exactly what they were doing and exactly how this would play out. Waving that placard is a criminal offence, as is showing any support for Palestine Action, now a proscribed terrorist organisation. But people did it anyway, and hundreds of arrests followed. Elderly people, a blind man in a wheelchair, even a teenager.
The first arrest began just before 1 p.m. and the tally has only grown since then. About 600 to 700 people have turned up today, proudly waving their placards, impassioned but peaceful, all in defiance of the government and prepared to face the full force of the law.
They stood beneath statues of the great leaders of civil disobedience, Mahatma Gandhi and the suffragette Millicent Fawcett. The symbolism was clear. And the police, prepared in advance for the large numbers, set up prisoner processing points and released people on bail to avoid filling up jails.
You're prepared to get arrested today, aren't you?
Yes. I expect to get arrested. Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Well, obviously, I don't think I'm a criminal. That's not the person I am.
The government prescribed Palestine Action last month after activists broke into a military base and sprayed 2 RAF planes with red paint. Today, the Home Secretary said, "The right to protest is one we protect fiercely, but this is very different from displaying support for this one specific and narrow prescribed organisation. Many people may not yet know the reality of this organisation, but the assessments are very clear. This is not a non-violent organisation." Nearby, thousands took part in a separate protest organised by the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. These protests on the right side of the law.
Stop murdering! Stop murdering!
But for the protesters on Parliament Square, Palestine Action supporters are no different. They accuse the government of shutting down legitimate protests against Israel's actions in Gaza, and they are prepared to go to jail over it. Gurpreet Narwan, Sky News.
Meanwhile, the list of countries to